Hey, what's going on guys? Rich from Tiger Fitness. Today I'm going to bring you a beginner's HIIT session, which is just 15 minutes worth of work, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. We're going through 5 different movements today. All you need to do before this workout is make sure you're warmed up, and I'll post the link here if you haven't done it already. If you are ready, let's get it done. At home, make sure you've got yourself a chair or a bench or anything you can potentially go to sit on. So round one, all we're going to be doing is running on the spot. So find your mat and we're just here. Start bringing those arms up a little bit, start bringing those shoulders in. Nice and easy to start with, we're just jogging. If you're already warmed up, you find that jogging is a little bit too easy, no problemo. Just start bringing those knees up already. Now, make sure you put your fitness watch on, which is what I definitely haven't done yet, so you can count those calories. Alright, easy work. So 30 seconds rest. Your next move is going to be a portrait to landscape, which is what I call a portrait to landscape. And basically it's a broken down burpee. So it's going to be hands, which come down to this position. You're going to step back, step in, and then come up to standing. That's all I require for you to do in round one. Round two and round three, we'll try and progress it, but we just want to get those motions going in first. Make sure you're not putting too much pressure through your wrists. You ready? So hands come down, step one leg out, step the other leg out, and step them both in, and go to standing. When you come back down again, switch the legs over, just to keep it nice and even. So step out, step in, and we're going to step up from a nice low squat position. In, step back, step through, and raise from the chest. Make sure you squeeze your glutes to the top as well. As we get to the top, try and squeeze the core in. One more movement. Okay, up we come. So shake yourselves out. If you're revisiting this video, and this is a video that you've been quite familiar with, you're more than welcome to go for 40 seconds instead of 20 seconds, instead of 30 seconds, sorry. You can get a 20-second rest, or you can jog in the 30-second rest period. Next movement, side to side shuffle. So you can use the space you've got. For me, it's going to be this mat. I'm just going to go take 2 steps to the side and touch the floor. Get yourself ready? Here we go. So it's a step, step, touch to the floor, step, step, touch to the floor. And you're just going to repeat this movement for 30 seconds. Up the intensity as you need to. You can come lower if your legs will allow it. As you come up, make sure you bring the chest up, nice straight back. Good core positioning. Drop the bum down. If you want to, and you're feeling a little bit more advanced today, step a little bit faster, be my guest. Okay, shake that out, have a breath. If you're going for another 10 seconds, then you can stop in 3, 2, 1. Next movement for you, it's going to be push-ups. So bring yourself down to the mat. I'm going to start off in the most regressed version that I know, and then we'll build up throughout the series today. So 7 seconds, all I want you to do is bring yourself down to the mat, hands in line with the chest, just outside the shoulders. And all we're going to do is bring that chest down to the floor and push the body back up again. So nice, easy control down to the floor and push back up again. If you find that this is too hard, you can slow the movement down, which is your negative, and then when you get to the floor, you can relax a little bit and you can use the bum to help lift and you can push up. So it's nice control down, negative movement, and we push up. And when we get to the top as well, we're going to lock those elbows out. Rest there if you're doing it for 30. If you're doing it for 40, let's see if we get 2 or 3 more reps in. Your last movement you're going to be doing is going to be your squat, and this is where you're going to need your chair or your bench. So, position your chair or your bench accordingly. Feet shoulder width apart. You're going to make sure your heels are stuck down to the ground. And when you come down for your squat, you're looking to fill the bench with the bum. And as soon as you feel it with the bum, you can then come back up again. 30 seconds of these, let's go. When you're doing your squats as well, make sure that your knees don't come over your toes. It's very easy to do this because we compensate for it, because it takes a lot when you do the squat to make sure that you get everything you need to in the right motion. So we're just coming down towards the bench, tapping that bum and driving back through again. Keeping the heels locked down, and we push through the heels as we come back up. One more time. Good, we've got 10 more seconds if you're doing it for 40. If you're at home and you've nailed your squat and you can get as deep as you can, absolutely perfect. You're not going to need your bench or your chair. The ideal thing with your bench or your chair as well is, if you do lean back a little bit too far, you can have a sit down. So next movement, we're going to run on the spot. We're going to go back round this for another 2 more rounds now. So run on the spot, we're looking to go a little bit higher with the knees. You ready? Let's go. So the knees are coming up. We're trying to encourage that heart rate with a lung rate, so working a little bit harder. Use those arms, make sure you're really pushing forward with the palms and drawing back on the elbow. Looking forward, keep your composure. Now the higher your knees are, the more your core's going to have to work. You're going to get those washboard abs just from doing these. Make sure when you land with the feet, it's nice and soft, don't put too much pressure and roll the ankles. Rest there if you're doing it for 30. 10 more seconds if you're doing it for 40. Take a bit of a breather. Alternatively, if you are looking to get more calories burned, carry on jumping the squat. Okay, rest there if you're doing it for 40. So next is the portrait to landscape mode. This time what I want you to try is, as you come down, I'd like you to try a jump out and a step in, and we come up to the top. Go for that. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So we're down, we jump out, step it up, and we stand. Hands down, jump it out, step it in, and we stand. If you find that's too hard, you might find reversing it easier. So if you go down the hand, you can step it out, and you can jump it in instead, and then stand. So hands down, step it out, jump it in, and stand. 5 more seconds, let's go for 1 more. Out, jump in, and we're up. Good stuff. Shake it out, 10 more seconds if you're doing it for 40 seconds. Next up is the side-to-side shuffle. Okay, rest there for doing it for 40. So before we was doing a 2-step, so we come in and we go 1, I'm using the hand in the second. This time, you're feeling a bit more adventurous when your legs are rolling up a little bit, add just the 1 jump in, so it puts a little bit more pressure through your legs. So take a deep breath in, look where you're going to be going. Start from this position here, where you jump up and touch. Jump up and touch. The whole time we're doing it, try and keep the chest up straight, push the bum down, keep the back straight as well. And if your flexibility will allow you, try and place the palm of your hand on the floor. If not, it's getting too much, add the jump in. Come down as far as you can, it's alright. If you can just about touch your ankles, jump over. Remember, you're doing this for you. 1 more rep, guys. Woo! Okay, shake it out. Have that breather. Those are the 40 seconds, you can rest now. So bring yourselves down to the ground. We're going to go for a push-up now. But what we're going to do is we're going to go for a push-up, exactly how we started the last one, but on the way back up again, we're going to come up into our toes. So hands in position, just outside but in line with the chest. So we go down towards the ground on our knees, and then we're going to push ourselves up to the knees, bring ourselves up to the toes, and then come back down again. Knees up, toes up, and then chest down. I've got that wrong, didn't I? So we push that chest up to the knees, then we come onto the toes, and then we work on that negative the whole way down. There we go. So chest up, to the knees, to the toes, and slow moving back down again. 30 seconds, that's you accomplished. 40 seconds, let's see 2 more of those movements, nice and controlled. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so 1 more exercise left on set number 2, and that's the squats. This time I'd like you to try your arms in the air, so they're actually in line with your shoulders. And this is going to help you keep your chest up, it's going to help keep your core engaged. So feet shoulder width apart, looking forward, keep your focus point, arms are up, and we're going to drop down as far as we can, and then drive back through the heels again. Squeeze the glutes in the core at the top, and then drop back down. Yes team, this is exactly where we want to be. Now, if you're still using the chair, perfect. You're still using the bench or whatever you're using, make sure you're just going to tap the bum off the top and we come back up again. Try and keep those arms as straight as possible. One more, let's go. Good stuff. All right, shake that out. Feeling good? Good, so am I. One more set of these. We're about 9 minutes in, 66 calories gone, heart rate's 105. And this is beginner's level, so very, very good. So next up, we're going to run and squat, but this time what I want you to do is start adding some punches in as well. So we're still concentrating on bringing the knees up. We've got to keep that core engaged. We're going to throw out a few punches. You ready? Okay, let's go. So, knees come up, fists up into the shoulders, and then we punch through. So we're in here. Try and keep this as controlled as possible. You keep that core engaged, then the whole midsection is going to look after your legs. If not, you might see that your legs are doing this, and your arms are going to go around. Chest up, core engaged. Little taps with the toes on the floor, then drive those knees all the way up. 10 more seconds if you're going for 40. Have a breather or carry on jogging, whatever you fancy doing. Okay, next movement, the portrait to landscape mode. Rest if you're doing forward roll. So we're going to do exactly what we've done on round 2, if you was keeping up, but we're going to add the jump in now. So you've got 2 options. You can step out and step in, and then jump up, or you can step out and jump in, and then jump up. A little more pressure, a little more impact. Ready? So hands down, step it out, jump in, get to the top, and we jump. Nice soft landing, straight back down again. So step out, jump in, and we're up. If you really want to progress this movement, hands down, jump out, jump in, and then jump up. When you jump out, make sure your hips don't banana. Okay, keep your core strong, jump back in, and we jump up. 10 more seconds if you're going for 40. If not, have a breather, grab yourself some water. You are doing great at home. So the next movement, back into that side to side shuffle. Guys, 40 seconds, or rest. So yeah, next movement, side to side shuffle. Remember what we've done before? It's that movement, we jump up, and we just tap down again. If you want, you can bring the opposite arm up, and just get a little more core work going on. Completely up to you. You ready? So start from low position, we jump up, and we bring the arm up. Jump up, bring the arm up. Nice, we're going to come down as deep as we can with the bump, while keeping the chest up. Helps work on flexibility, starts bringing in those adductors, puts a little bit more pressure onto just one leg. Should really start feeling a little bit of a burn. If you're not doing this and you're just going 2-step side shuffle, that's great, let's see it. In nice and easy. 10 more seconds if you're going for 40. 2 more movements, team, 2 more movements, and this concludes your 15-minute HIIT workout with me today, if you're a beginner. Alright, bring yourself down to push-up position, and I'm going to explain it correctly this time. So we're going to go down for a negative on a full push-up, and as we come back up, we go to the knees, toes, and then go back down for negative again. So hands in position, on the toes, nice slow control down, then push up onto the knees, onto the toes, and control it back down again as well. You're looking for the pressure to be kept in the chest, because traditionally, you get a lot more from negative movement than you do a positive. And this is really going to help you out with the strength in your chest and for your push-ups. But of course, if you can't manage on the toes, just carry on the knees. I know you'll build up to it, I know you'll come back to this video, and I know you'll absolutely ace it. Okay, one more set for your squats. So we're going to do squats, we're going to have the arms lifted, like we did before, and if you're ready for the progression, we're going to look for a knee lift as well. The knee lift is just going to be from 1 foot only. So get yourself in position, feet shoulder width apart, chest lifted, arms out in line. We go down for a squat, and as we come up, we're going to raise the knee, place that leg down, go straight back into a squat, and switch to the opposite side. This just helps the little muscles in your ankles and your knees. Helps your core have to stabilise, it has to work harder. Arms are held up, so it makes your shoulders work. It's a brilliant full body movement here. If you want the extras when you're at home team, you can bring those arms in, you can actually hold dumbbells instead. Okay, 10 more seconds if you're going for 40. If you're not going for 40, grab yourself a drink, shake yourself out. 3, 2, 1. Quality stuff, dude. So there you have it, guys. 15-minute HIIT workout for beginners. If you feel like you can do that again and you've got time, rewind the video and go back through it again and see if you can do it with the progressions as well. Now remember, every great workout comes from a good warm-up, so you also need to cool down as well. You can find that on this link here, which I'll link. If you like the page, if you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. Until next time, I'll see you soon.